Hey yo, Tone, we got this soil growing some fire, bro. Let's bring it back to the earth. Let's bring it
Doing well.
Thank you. You are very on time, man. I appreciate that. You
Yes, I'm
must
proud to
tell us a little. I want to know about you a lot. Like you do a lot,
yes.
and you
Yeah.
do DJing and stuff. Tell us about your whole ensemble.
Okay. Start with the mason jar or just Jay in general?
In general,
Yes, just start. Explain to us how you got to this point. This.
Gotcha.
what's
Well,
going
I'm
on?
Jay, everyone. Jay with the mason jar. Jay stands for Janae. My real name is Janae. Yes.
Oh,
So yes, that's a little insider. And Jay actually was born, I'd say, around 2021. Well, I say 2022 to be exact. The beginning of 2022.
mm,
And that's just a rebirth of just this new journey that I'm on. I am on a healing journey. I'm on a grief
yes,
journey. Um, and I'm lighting up right now, so I can,
I know that's
Yeah,
right.
yes.
Okay,
yeah.
But yeah,
Get that sage going. Get the sage going.
yes, I
Take
got
out
my
get the polish.
stage, I
Get the
got my
polish. Get the
incense
polish
burning.
sample out. Let's
Yes,
go.
what does
yes.
sage do for you?
For me, it just helps me to relax. It cleanses the energy in my space. I have a lot of energy that goes on in here. Like my life is an emotional roller coaster. I'm always up, I'm always down. So it's like I have to keep some sort of balance in my space to help me transition from one mood to the next, per se.
I know.
Facts.
Oh,
Facts.
that's right.
So I
Yeah.
keep my sage, I keep my incense going. Like I'm always, but I keep my windows open because it's like this energy got to move around.
I know that.
Facts.
That's right. You
So
are very
that's
Yeah.
you're very into energies, and you do yoga and stuff.
yes, I am.
Yeah.
Have you always
So
been this conscious?
no, no, and that's the thing. I've always knew that there was something greater. I always knew that I was greater because since I was young, I was always doing something. I was always into something. I always had high energy. I
Yeah.
always wanted to try something new. Like if you name it, like we could play a game. You can name anything. I pretty much have done it or have attempted to do it. I've had motorcycles. I've driven in planes, boats. I've had a CDL. I've driven trucks, ambulance. I was a volunteer EMT for over 6 years. So I've driven an ambulance. I've seen things. I've been places. Um,
You've been
and
busy. You've been
I've
busy.
been busy. I've been busy.
It's like
So
you've lived. It's like you're one of those people that you would say like have lived before. You're like very in tune with things
yeah,
on your page, and it plays
yeah. So,
well with your cooking and everything.
right, and
I'm
that's
sorry,
how I've
I'm
always.
trying to. Yeah,
No, you're fine. I get it. I appreciate the reflection.
yeah.
Um,
I'll be watching you. You're
yes.
very aware.
Um, so how I got here. So like I said, it was always in me, but I always was. I also was influenced by society and the outside world. So I kind of was like tug and pull, for the majority of my life. But most recently, I went through an experience where it's like you have no choice when you have to heal. It's like you have no choice but to look inward.
Yes,
If healing is what you're looking for
yes,
one,
ma'am.
and also some things happens to people where it's like it takes you to that place where you have to go, beyond yourself to get within yourself. So basically, I lost my partner to COVID in
No,
December of 2020. Yes, and once that happened, yes. So
Sorry.
let's
Sorry.
I am so sorry to hear that.
shout out to Eli. I'm resting easy.
Yeah. Let's
Yes.
be sorry. Hear that.
COVID was a
Um.
serious damn thing, man. I didn't
Yes.
believe it for a while
COVID.
until people started
Yes.
passing. I'm sorry to
Yes.
hear that.
Thank you. And he was a very conscious man. He was
Mm.
really into mental intelligence. He was studying the Dr. Umars, the Elijah Muhammad's, the Nuben Menkar's, Mentellect, like even those type of things. Like I don't hear a lot what we had in our household, the conversations we had, like it's so much that it's like he put like this. He was in it and was afraid to share or was trying to figure out a way to share it to get the message
Right.
out.
Right.
It's one of those things where it's like it's so deep that you don't even think the average person could handle it per se. So
Right.
it's like we would have these conscious conversations, and the questions that I probably had that I never explored when I was younger, he
Right.
opened that up for me.
Right.
Um,
Awesome. Right. Right. Right.
so
The
we would
green.
dibble and dabble in these conversations, these conscious conversations, and it'll be
Yeah,
some stuff
it
that I
sounds
would
like
just.
somebody I would love to have a conversation with. You know,
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
those intellectual,
those are my
those
Yeah,
type of
intellectual.
conversations. You know, things that
yeah.
matter.
He taught me so much. Yeah. And the crazy part about it was in all of the conversations we would have, the things that I would fight against him and was like, well, why this or but why that, or the things that I would debate him about, I now see it in his passing.
Yeah,
And it's
that's
like once
crazy.
you see it, you can't unsee it. So it's like certain things I just can't go back to.
Right.
Um, and I'm grateful in his passing that I'm on this journey because I've seen so many things. I've experienced manifestation in its truest form. I've realized the power of my manifestations before I even knew I had it. There are things that's happening in my life now that I'm able to look back and say, I manifested this when I was 13. I
Ooh,
manifested this when I was 18. I manifested this before I was even aware, even the bad things, because
yeah,
the power lies in our tongue. So
Right.
even the bad things that we, or the experiences, shall I say, because I got a note right here. It says everything happens for a reason. It's not good or bad until you label it. So
I
Right.
know
those
that's right.
experiences sometimes that we are, not really familiar with or that we don't take kindly to, we've manifested those as well.
Right.
So
That's,
Right.
that's
Yeah. So, Jay, I'm on the same path as you. You know, what I mean, I'm on my spiritual path. And one of the questions I have for you, and I
yeah.
know it's tough for me, is leaving people behind, cause not everybody understands this
Yep.
path. Um, you're caught in between distractions. Um, that's just your everyday distractions. How do you prevent yourself from being distracted and staying focused?
Does this help?
sometimes, I feel like what helps me because I'm still distracted. I trust me. I have so much that I have to do to prepare myself for this next stage of my life, this harvest season that I've been calling it, that it's easy to get distracted, especially in this spiritual journey because you're constantly having to, like I said, switch roles. Like being in you can't be in the world and of it at the same time, if that makes sense.
Right.
Like I'm not of this
Yeah,
world,
I
I'm in this world. And it's
understand.
like I have to constantly remind myself that. But when you're in those spiritual places, it's hard to sometimes stay focused on the day to day. For example, if I wake up and I get into a meditation, knowing I got shit to do, but that meditation takes me to a place where I'm sitting here for an hour and a half, just zoned out and receiving all these transmissions. It's like, okay, sometimes you have to just put a hold on it. Like, you know what, I have to come back to this or create a
You
space and time
meditate?
where you can, you know, have those moments. Like for me, it's more about just being accountable. I have to be accountable with
Oh,
myself and know
wow.
that you got stuff to do. So you can't sit here and do yoga for a whole hour. So maybe just do a 5-minute session that's timed. Because I know if I do it myself and I'm getting in the flow and I'm smoking my J, I know I'm gonna be here for a good 2 hours. So let
No,
me
that's
just
right.
do a 5-minute video real quick just to stretch myself and feel that. And so that's what I do. I try to hold myself accountable and also be around like-minded
Right.
individuals. Um, and in this journey, it's like I had to re-find my village because I'm a different person than I was before.
Right.
So
Yeah.
my village had to change. My requirements
Right.
on what I require and what I need as a person
Right.
has changed
They got
because
people.
I'm now my
They
heart
got to
is
re-meet you.
right, right.
Yeah.
Because my heart is not the same. My heart is broken sometimes. My heart is fragile sometimes. My heart is wide open sometimes. I'm
Right.
very vulnerable. I say vulnerability has been my strength. Like that is my motto. Vulnerability
Right.
is my strength.
You have a
However,
sweet spirit. A really
Right.
along the lines, people thought that was a weakness. So
ooh.
that accountability, I had to go back into myself and say, how do these people even think they can play with you? Is the
Right.
question.
Right.
Yeah.
So I would say for me that is to go back into myself because I always say in order to trust yourself, you also have to, um, well, in order to manifest things, you have to trust your decisions. If I say I want a healthy relationship, I have to trust that I have the discernment to choose a healthy partner. I can't just sit here and choose someone and every time they do good to me, I'm doubting it because it's like,
Mm,
okay, why would you think this person is not good for you if you know that you know what's good for you? And if
that's
you
right.
receive less than, then you got to go the other way.
That's
And I treat most of my relationships like that now. Friendships, family, personal relationships. Like if you're not serving me in a sense to where it's productive for the both of us, then we're no good
mm,
to one.
Right.
it's not gonna be. That's wow. Okay. All right. So with all this
And that goes
energy
for
and all these
that goes
feelings
for everybody.
that,
Nobody's
that you
left out.
feel, yeah.
Nobody's left out. I even told my son, treat if you want me to be kind to you, sir, we just had this conversation because he's even he was 3 when his father passed away. He's now 6. So
Um,
I, have to handle a
you know,
grieving
I,
child.
s- I saw that
Hmm?
video when you guys were composting and he was just zoned out and you were like, what do you think about? And he was like, you guys were live. And he was like, Daddy, I didn't get that. But I knew there was some pain there. I was like, it's going to be all right. I was like, is that Eli? And
Yeah.
I bless it. He's like, oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. That was sad. That was heartbreaking. I didn't really understand it, but
And I didn't even expect it either.
wherever
That's
wherever he went in that moment, he was
hmm
there. Did you see that?
right.
He,
And that's what made me look like,
you're
do we need to turn the
like,
cameras
what?
off? Like
He,
I was shocked because he was 3 when it happened. And so he doesn't really have too many memories with him. He remembers sitting on the couch with daddy or playing in the living room with daddy. They didn't get to go out to games and all this other stuff because he was 3. I breastfed him till he was 2. So he was mommy's baby for the most part.
yeah,
So he didn't get that. He has other siblings who are older. They've had that time. So their grief has looked different. But for him,
Right.
it was like, I explained to him early on, like, daddy's in your heart. He's always with you. But he never really was that crying out for daddy type. But now it's starting to come through.
yeah,
Um, Dreams, like you said, those little moments happen.
oh, yeah. He was
So
there in
it's
that. He
like
was
now
there
I'm
in that
having
moment.
to relive the grief all over again because it's like I've had these 3 years to try to process and heal and find what works for me. And it's like now he's starting to feel it and I have to relive it all over again because
Do you does cannabis give you any support in that area, in that type of
yes,
area? Does it
yes.
help?
So yes. So okay. So I always smoke like recreationally.
Yeah.
So during COVID, when COVID happened, Eli and I, we both were essential employees. I was the 911 call taker,
God,
emergency call taker
no,
during COVID. So
that's crazy.
everything
That's
just
what?
happened crazy. I'm telling you, this story is crazy. If y'all want to hear this, I'm just trying to give you the brief
No,
version.
no.
2019, COVID hit. I'm a call taker. He was working essential, special security for government buildings. So we both were essential employees. Still had our essential schedule, but he had a little more leeway because the offices were closed. So he was pretty much free to just do what he could do. So, my schedule, I was home 2 and 3 days at a time because we worked like extended hours or whatever. So on our downtime, we would be in the house and we would be doing edibles and we would be fucked up. And because it was this edible company called A Taste of Heaven in DC. They are the bomb. I don't even know if they're still around. I think they are still around. I
Are
think that's
you
their
in
own thing.
DC? Okay.
Yes. I'm in the DMV area. Yeah, the DMV area, metropolitan area. Yes.
All
Canada K.
right.
You know that's my girl. Canada K. Is my girl.
Do you're in that creator's house, aren't you?
Yes. We gonna get on
Okay,
that. We're
okay,
gonna get on that.
okay.
So COVID hit, we in the house just smacked out our minds. So I'm always cooking. So I'm like, I love their food, but I can't because they had did like a lot of pastries, like cinnamon buns and stuff. So I'm like, I love their food, but I can't keep getting this high. And this before I had my son. And no, he was born. He was like a year or two. So I'm like, I can't keep getting this high. So I started experimenting with making my own butters and making my own oils. So he was like, well, you should start selling this stuff. And I got
What?
into making sauces and seasonings because I love sauces and seasonings. Like I'm not a sweets person.
Mm,
So I started making wings. I had like honey, sriracha, like all these different wing flavor. And I used to make Canna Mac, infused collard greens. Like it was like the bomb.
God
So
bless
I
the
was doing all
people
the
that have had
pop-ups.
the chance to eat some infused soul food. Y'all
Yes.
living
Yes.
on another planet over here. Y'all got like
In our house, we was in there growing down Singapore noodles, Alfredo. You could think it, I could infuse it, and I was just infusing everything. So that's how the Mason jar was born. I would go do pop ups, and we also DJ. I DJ as well. So he
yeah.
taught me how to DJ. He had a company called 4140 ENC, and we joined forces, got photo booths, and became an entertainment company. So we were doing our thing. I was doing a Mason jar. We were doing a 4140. We were building, getting equipment.
That that's how it.
Um,
Yeah. Yes.
and just growing, like just our legacy was set, like we were doing that, but in the midst of it, of course, we had the outside, like we had, baby mamas, it was a lot of other
Yeah.
things, like
Yeah.
we had to also deal with, and that's what I was
Real
speaking on,
life.
like spirituality, like having to be in this realm and in this matrix, but then having to, deal with the other. um so fast forward to 2021, things started to look up. We got an equipment truck, like we were doing all this great stuff. And then the week of Thanksgiving, we both get COVID. And that was it.
I'm telling you, I think I had it, man. That shit will listen. It makes you.
Spent the
It
whole
makes you.
two
It
years.
makes you reevaluate what having the flu is, because that was some different shit, wasn't it? And
It was.
it almost stopped the damn world, and it took good people with it, man. That was a
Yeah.
rough time, man.
Set us down. Yeah.
Did that affect your business?
Yes. Of
How?
course, since he passed, it was just me because it was just him and I.
Yeah.
So the past 3 years, I've been, trying to keep 4140 afloat, but it's hard with, again, the grief process of it all. I've done events. I've done major events. There have been events that I've done that I said this was nothing but Eli in this, because it was things that I was getting to do. I got my first sponsorship
Praise God.
from a national company to DJ at an event. I DJ'd on a stage
That's a big
for PG
deal.
County, one of their public safety nights. I did that 3 years in a row. Public safety night for one of the police departments here. I've done things because we wanted this to take this more than just the backyard. Like we wanted this to be corporate. We wanted this to be like wedding extravaganza. Like we wanted this to be great, and we had the equipment to do it. It was just us two. So when he passed, it was like I just had to try to take it on. I had friends. His friends helped out. His best friend was there alongside a lot. His oldest son would help out. So we tried to keep it in the family and do it.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, it's still on pause. I'm the main person. And for
Yeah.
me, the mason jar is more my heart. It's more my healing. It's more my passion.
Your
And
baby.
I'm finding, like, the healing, like you said, the healing of cannabis is what has brought the mason jar this far, because now I'm into more than just the cannabis, the healing part of cannabis, but also I'm into the other herbs that also aid in healing. Like I
Such
have,
as?
huh?
Such as? Tell me, teach.
So I do
Yeah.
a dabble. So my favorite herbs right now that I'm playing around with are definitely calendula, turmeric. I have been trying to heal this neck pain I've been having, and turmeric has been my saving grace. Believe it or not, my mother told me, and I did not believe her.
I hope my wife is in here. She can hear this because
Yes, turmeric.
yes, neck pain. Yes, hopefully she's in here somewhere because
Yes,
I
I
know she's
just
watching.
made. I know I told myself to put my stuff right here. I made a solve, but I can't find it because I just came back from an event.
You
But
made a song,
I made a solve that I put and massage onto my neck,
a,
and it has definitely been working.
a song.
Um, yes,
What's that?
SALVE. It's like a thicker type of. It's not an ointment because it is like a balm. It's a little thinner than a balm, but it's thicker than like a butter. But mine is more of a butter consistency because it's like for massaging, so it'll stay on longer, so you don't have to keep applying it.
What does
But
that do for you?
it helps relieve the pressure and the pain from like whatever. I think I have like a pinched nerve or something.
Yeah,
So a lot of
yeah.
times I get these like sharp pain here. So it gets rid of the sharpness of it. I'm not gonna sit here and be the type of person that like with herbs, like you have to continuously use them for one. For two, you may have to apply it more than once. And I feel like with that, it's a very helpful measure. Like I use it at night when I go to bed.
Yeah.
Because it helps relieve the tension and the pressure that you have built up from throughout the day. And you take your nice hot shower and massage this on, and I just feel so relaxed and so loose that that pain is no longer like grabbing at me,
Oh
and
yeah.
it's basically allowing that muscle to heal. And that's what it's been feeling like.
Yeah. So I'm tired of hearing steroid this, steroid that. I'm trying to look over. Ain't nothing
Right.
wrong with my body, but like I have to make like the things that you have, like the neck pains and everything. This seems to be a common occurrence with
Hmm.
women, like in the nursing field, in
Yeah.
the back pain. Like that's nice to know.
And we
Turmeric.
also carry a lot of our stress. Like sometimes, if you notice yourself, like you'll just be in a conversation and you'll just be like this, and then someone looking over at you can look at you. Like it happened to me before. I'm just talking,
Yeah.
and they'll be like, "Relax, just breathe, put your shoulders down," and then you just like Mark,
Oh,
just put your shoulders down,
oh hell yeah. That's
and you just
tension.
feel like the yeah, that tension just melts away. Breathing is a very helpful tool as well. Um,
Breathing, yoga, herbs, infusion.
breathing, yoga, herbs has been my recipe for healing.
You be constant.
Eating good.
Yeah. Think you're on the journey.
Yes.
I've tried to tell people they need to change their diet to change their mind. Like I eat
Hmm.
a lot of fish and I don't know, I'm kind of like scared of that, but I'm scared of other meat. But I eat a lot of fish and chicken. That's
Hmm.
it.
Well, I'm not gonna put like this because I eat chicken. I don't do a lot of beef.
Me
I
either. There's something about it. There's
yeah.
something it's listen, don't just sit here and say a steak is not I ain't fucked the steak up before. Like
Hmm. Oh
I'm
yeah.
not, we ain't on that. We ain't
Yeah.
on that. But I'm saying like I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't know. Fish just looks more cleaner, and it's thinking
But
in my
no,
head. You know,
I
am I
don't want
wrong?
to deter you from fish because fish. I put like
Talk
this.
to me
I feel like
about it. I've been hearing bad shit about it. Tell me. I've been hearing bad shit
because
about it.
it's basically fish is good if it's fresh. A lot of the fish that's sold in these stores are farm raised. And a farm for fish is a tank. A fish can't live in
Right.
grass. They can't free range. It's either you're probably in a lake or something, but it's whatever they are, wherever the fish are, is contained in some type of
Yeah,
vessel.
that's bad.
Right, because you have like a fish tank, you have to clean it. When you have a fish tank at
Oh
home,
no.
so imagine what your fish are swimming in as they're being raised. See what I'm saying? I don't want to do that to you.
No. I need.
And then like,
It's not just you. We just interviewed Perfect Farms, and he was seeing a lot of like heavy minerals and shit are like
right,
in fish now, and like now hearing it from you, we have to
and
watch what we're
then
doing. That
like even with the chickens, like if my chicken is too big, I don't want it because this is too big.
Ain't that shit crazy? A
Yes,
chicken's leg ain't never been a chick.
it's
They're huge
like
now, and that
right.
deters me. How they
Mhm.
doing? What they doing? Well, why is it like that?
Haven't you seen
Is
one of them
it real?
Tyson the injectables when you inject the turkey leg? That's what they doing at the farms. But
With
that's the thing.
what?
I'm not with whatever chemicals or I
Holy
don't know.
shit!
So that's what I'm saying. I'm not the type of person that's out here like, oh, you need to be vegan or pescatarian because I eat chicken. I eat shrimp. I
So
love
that's right.
seafood. I love seafood. I'll give me a crab boil. I'll do these things, but at the
Don't
same time,
play with it. Don't
I
play
also
with
believe
it.
that there is a balance. Like there's moderation. Like if you're gluttony is the sin of it. It's like you can't be perfect for
Right.
one. We all have this human experience. We know how to make better choices. There are some
This
things that I
human
used to eat that
experience.
I will not no longer eat because it just doesn't sit right with my conscience. It doesn't serve me in that moment. And it's like I went and it's distasteful to me. I still eat bacon. But one day
Me
I
too.
might
Oh, shout out to everybody in here, y'all. I didn't even know. Oh,
who's
Lord.
in here?
A lot of people, they were talking all in the comments. I didn't see none of
Oh,
these comments.
I don't
Shout
see
out.
anything.
Shout out everybody in here. I'm so sorry.
I
The
don't
fuck the
see
screen just
nothing.
it be like
Oh,
that. Instagram be like that. I'm sorry to take you from that, but so now I know.
yeah,
Now
so
I
it's
know.
like
Where
for me, it's about moderation. I can teach you how to eat well. If you want me to help, not teach you. No, 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 I cannot. I can
you do
help you.
eat
I have
well.
some
You cook
pointers,
well.
right? And what I learned from I went to this seminar about farming, and they said plant what you eat. And for me,
Mm-hmm.
I take that. I've been thinking about that like consciously because I'm like that applies with everything in life. Take what serves you. If I know that I want to go and relax and eat something that I enjoy, that's what they call soul food, then I'm
Yeah.
going to do that. But again, it's going to be with moderation.
Right.
Again, if I want rice, I can make brown rice because I know how to season my rice. I don't
Mm.
need to use a whole bunch of salt because I know different flavors of different herbs and how to bring things together. So it's like making conscious choices with what works for you. And that's how I feel.
Has your family herbalistic people too? Or this just
Mm,
what's your name? Jay?
Jay, yes.
And so this is just Jay's experience. Like the mom had many kids, and this one was a conscious being. That's
No,
how it
no,
all
no. I
happened.
have a
Just the
brother.
one. Okay.
No,
I think
I have a
I saw
brother.
him the other day.
Yes.
And
Oh yeah, yes you see.
you
So
guys are very sweet to each other, man.
yes, I love him.
Is he like you?
No.
No.
We're two totally different opposites. Like
Where
he's
did you?
getting a little, he's more chill. He's not as, like for me when I was younger. My nickname was Wild Child.
Mm,
Like I was always willing to. He's chill. He don't do much. He's into anime. Like you seen the bartender. Every once in a while he'll pop out when he's out on the dance floor. Oh, he cuts a rug. He get busy on the dance floor.
mm. Y'all
But
music
he be chilling.
children.
Yeah, he be chilling. He's chill. Um, I'll say if anything, it's in my lineage. It's in my ancestral, like my bloodline. I've been having conversations with my grandmother and things that I've learned about my great grandmother, who's my matriarch. My great grandmother's last name is Mason, so that's
Say
what
that.
connects
Say it
us.
again.
My great grandmother's last name is Mason,
Oh my
so that's where the Mason
goodness.
starts from.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, that's deep.
So yeah, so a lot of what and my grandmother used to cater. So a lot of my cooking and everything is passed down from my lineage. So I guess you could
They
say that.
talk.
And
Did
I
they?
just recently found out that my great grandmother did own a farm and she grew chickens. And I'm like, I've always wanted chickens. So
You can feel it, can't you? In you
yeah,
wanting to do this stuff. I swear the land
yeah,
is calling me too. Land
yeah.
growing. I'm almost there. Marv, I'm almost there. I swear to God. Like once I get that actual land, I don't want the house. I'll get the house just to get the land. Once I get the land, I'm gonna grow everything I know, vegetable or fruit. I'm gonna bring I'm trying to grow a avocado tree, and I don't even know if this is the climate for it, but I'm gonna give it a go. I'm gonna give it away.
I have a
That's
lemon
where I'm
tree.
at.
I have a
Tomato
lemon
corn.
tree.
You see, and
Yes.
you can grow it in this climate.
Yeah.
Tell me, and it doesn't. Nothing happens to a lemon tree. Does it die in the winter or and it
I don't know.
refruits in
It's
the summer?
small. I don't know. It's tiny.
Oh,
Like I just started it. I just started. You want to see it? Hold on, real quick.
the lemon tree. Yes, and
This is my
it
baby
starts
lemon
from the
tree.
big things have small beginnings.
Yes.
Look at that. That looks very, very familiar to me. Hello, baby. That
And
looks
it's
very
so strong.
familiar to me. I be
It's so
feeling weird.
strong.
I be feeling weird because I'm so like in tune when I see little plants and stuff. I'm just like other people, and I get offended when other people don't feel what I feel for them. Like I be wanting them to just to feel the connection.
Right.
It took me a while to get a little older to feel the connection with the earth. But like your energy is what I've been chasing. Like the aura, your aura is the vibe. It's a vibe. I,
I appreciate it.
and I appreciate you. I definitely appreciate. Tell me about what you know about composting. Who taught you?
Again, a lot of this is my ancestors speaking to me.
Oh my God! Have you done it
But that's
before?
the
And
thing.
does it work?
I wasn't this type to just be. I didn't have these type of conversations. Put it that way.
Mm.
Because for one, I didn't have people to have them with, and also, um, it just was strange because it wasn't taught to me per se. Um, my grandfather was heavy in Afrocentric culture and things of that nature, but he also was still into the church as well. So it was
Oh,
back and
he's in the
forth. So it was back and forth. So it was like, it was like I was trying to figure it out basically. So I didn't have nobody to have these kind of dialogues with, or I just didn't. Again, I was just out here just doing whatever. Anyway, but the composting came about um, when an associate of mine, I was learning, we were talking about planting for this farming season that's coming up, and she had mentioned the composting thing or whatever. So I'm like, I wonder if I can do that in an apartment because I've always knew about it, but I thought you had to put it like in the ground, which you do, but it's
right.
best to be in the ground.
Mm-hmm.
But I found ways to make it work in the house, and I started doing it in this really small bucket. And when I filled it up to the top, because I did the layers, and I filled it up to the top with like dirt and different of my scrappings. And I'm like,
You're
well, what am
putting
I gonna do?
paper in there.
It's full, right? So I'm like, it's full. So what am I gonna do? Because it's not gonna. I can't go nowhere else with it. So how am I gonna can continue to compost? Every other day that I would go out there and like stir it, it would go down. So it's like no
What?
matter how much I continue to fill it, it will go down. So I guess that's the breaking down, obviously, of the scraps and everything. But that just excited me, and I just beginning to research it more and just continue to do it. And I got a bigger bin. That's when you saw me and the little one doing it. Um, but I just wanted to do that because I know it's nutrient rich, and like I said, I'm really trying to get into farming. My
Mm-hmm.
grandfather, he asked me to come and assist with because he does plant crops in his backyard. But he's getting older, so he needs assistance with that. So I'm pretty much going to take it over this
Yo.
season. So I said, let me start here because I know I can start here and at least transplant everything in once the soil gets warm enough. Our weather has been shifty, so at least here I can nurse it a little
Oh, I
better.
know it,
Yeah, like it's
girl.
windy
See,
as hell right
it
now.
was just raining like typhoon raining like all yesterday through the night. Now it's snowing. Like it's freezing. It wasn't. It's snowing. Like it was just raining last night. Like all making your car pretty rain. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Water everywhere, splashing everywhere. Now tonight it's like snowing right now, and it's cold as hell out there. I don't know
Wow.
what's
So
going on with
where
our
exactly
climate.
are you all?
I'm
Where are you guys?
upstate New York. I'm in Solis, New York, next to Rochester.
Okay.
Yeah,
Marv, you
The
there as
city
well?
of Rochester. No.
I'm in NCT. I'm in Connecticut.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we
That's
make
cool.
things happen on the net, girl. We make things happen. Well, listen, the things that we came to talk to you about, like, have you ever grown? What are some things that you like to grow?
I like to grow mostly herbs. I've grown right now. I have lavender that I've just
Mm,
planted, lemon balm, rosemary. I really like to grow cilantro because it gets cilantro and mint is like really, especially mint. Like it goes crazy. Like you can always have an
mint.
abundance of it. So mints, yeah, the mint family, like they grow like wildfire. Right now, I just got a Vicks plant. It's a plant, but it's more like a succulent mixed with a herb, and it
What's a
smells
succulent?
just
What is that?
like.
I hear that all the time and read it all the time, but I read so much I don't have time to hone in on shit. A
Okay, let me go get
succulent.
it.
That's a cucumber or something?
No.
See, I don't know what the hell I'm
So
talking about.
this is a Vicks plant. So the succulents are those things that have like them really thick like leaves. So like they retain a lot of water, so you don't have to water them a lot. But this is a
Oh,
Vicks plant. This is a succulent.
what is Vicks used for?
Like this is like a succulent, something like this.
A cactus?
When you see them little teeny,
A
like in a little teeny jar, they
Yeah,
can get big, but they usually are spread out around like that.
I got you.
This is like a mixture of it. So this is a Vicks plant. So Vicks, like the chest rub, it's a
No way!
decongestant.
That
Yeah.
does not grow from a plant.
No, it's the terpenes in it.
What?
The terpenes in it
Oh
that gives
no! And
the
that's mimicking.
yeah. So this is the oil. Like you can probably see. I gotta keep doing it, but the oils that extract from it gives it that smell. And when you
Opens
inhale
you
it,
up.
it opens you up.
Same thing as the. I love plants. See, y'all can't tell me that's not awesome. That's crazy. Marv, did you
Yes.
know that?
Yeah.
Marv is deep into this. See, I'm like, I'm so new to this growing stuff. All this is new to me. That's crazy.
So yeah, I like to dibble and dabble with these type of things.
Oh,
I have a
what?
yard to grow anything other than just that. I regrow my spring onions. Like when I buy spring onions, I'll put them in some soil and let them regrow. And then you just clip them off at the top and cook with those. My biggest goal is to grow kale so that my salads, because I have sweet
Hell,
peppers on now, so I want my entire wellness salad to be harvested from a local farm.
what does kale do for you?
For me,
I hear a lot of people eating that. I hear
yeah,
a lot
it
of
cleans
people.
you out.
Yeah,
If you would think that green leafy vegetables, like the more crisp they are, it's like a brush, like it's going through your system. Like when you digest it, it helps to clean out all that mucus and that gunk that's in the lining of your stomach. So that's pretty much what the kale is for.
I've been eating
Um,
so wrong. I've been eating so
and it's best to eat it
wrong.
raw because, of course, once you cook it down, like the nutrients in the kale is still good for you, are still good for you. However, like that cleanliness, like when you want it to be aggressive, it's best to eat it raw. Raw leafy vegetables are the best for you when you're trying to like
That
detox and
sounds so good to me. A raw
yeah.
leaf vegetable. That may
My
not sound
son
good to you,
go in
twin.
the grocery store and just pick off like cilantro and eat it raw. Like he loves raw vegetables.
Oh my God, I'm about to go and try to. Oh, okay. Now I feel like I've been eating the wrong stuff. I didn't know. Like you so like cabbage.
Hmm. I
That's
eat cabbage, but cabbage can tend to make you a bit gassy. If you suffer with like indigestion or any type of like reflux or anything, cabbage might
cabbage is
interject
not
that.
like kale.
No,
It's
no,
not
it's a different
even in the
type of
same.
vegetable. Yeah, it has different nutrients, vitamin A, C, K, all of those different vitamins and nutrients in it. But it is a vegetable. It's
Right.
good for you. It's a better
Hmm.
alternative if you're not into kale. Um, but I
What is
feel
it?
like for me, I usually put cabbage in my greens. If I'm making collard greens or if I'm making kale greens, like cooking them, I would put cabbage in it. I put cabbage in my soups a lot because it's a filling. Like it helps fills you up in the place of like potatoes. I don't do a lot of potatoes. I
I
would do
think yeah,
cabbage.
yeah. I'm come from a potato family. There's something about it. There's just something
Yeah,
about it.
potatoes.
Well, okay. This is what is the do you use what's this the hype around sea moss? Have you heard about it?
I'm not on the sea moss train. No,
Me
I have not.
either.
I don't because I
Me
tried it
either.
once
I
and I
never
didn't like the consistency of it, the taste and the consistency. I didn't never get with that, so I'm not into sea moss.
okay. That's a
Yeah.
Philly thing then. I had to ask. What are
Um.
some of your go ahead.
No, go ahead. What's your question?
What are some of the things you got coming up? Like you're DJ and stuff.
Well, the DJ is on hold
And
for a bit. If you want
and
to,
mason jar. And
right?
mason jar.
Okay. So on the 24th, I have a pop up that I will be I'm vending at. Um, there, I'm definitely gonna have my wellness salad. I'm trying to extend my menu because there are a lot of other things that I can do. So I want to get like real creative with my menu. I also am thinking about popping out some special things. I'm gonna have my that was totally a secret, but it's the Canna Brothers exclusive. 4140 is gonna have my photo booth there, because that's part of my entertainment business. So I'm gonna have the photo booth there with my homegirl Lady Liberty. So we're teaming up to like bring like an experience to this pop up shop. Like the 24th is gonna be crazy. On the 16th, I'm providing a Italian
Oh,
type cuisine to this Sip Puff and Paint by Cannabis Nursing Solutions. So people can get their tickets to that. The menu consists of a rose infused chicken Alfredo lasagna rolls.
Mark.
I'm doing my wellness salad on the side and then a lavender lemonade.
This lavender I hear
Yeah.
people be making with these drinks, Marv. You too.
Yeah.
Um, he asked us, Ritual Green Cannabis asked us, are you folks growers? Mason Jar is a grower of many plants.
I haven't.
Me and
I've
Marv.
tried my hand
So is
at
Marv.
cannabis. I gotta get my tools up. Because I don't got the. I gotta have a tent and all that. I gotta get my tools up. I tried with the cannabis, but they died on me.
You didn't, oh
Yeah.
man, I was like that too. I got so mad when in the beginning I was throwing equipment out because I was like, this is impossible. They're all lying. They can't be using these lights. They ain't just using this. They're all
Right.
lying. It was like that, Marv. Then I realized,
Mhm.
boy, it start with your water first, man. And then
Well,
when I figured that out, you gotta pH that water. Here, I use like two baby droppers, little medicine things that come in like a Tylenol for the kids. 2 shots of lemon juice in a gallon of water, like a milk jug. But I let it sit. So if I fill it tonight, I'll let it sit till this time the next day
right.
before I even think about using it.
Mm-hmm.
So and put 2 shots of lemon juice in there, and man, it's like, I mean,
Game.
you see what we grow. You see if you see them plants, it's all lemon juice, pH that water. Because we got, I think it's like, I think it's really high here. It's really
Mm-hmm.
bad water here. To drink out the faucet is a no. The
No. Right.
the plants rock with it, but that's how
I might try that
I
with my
do it.
plants here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. You should try it. Like you should try to see where your pH lies first. You're in a whole different state,
Right.
so don't be listening to what I'm telling you. You gotta find what your water reads
Right.
because it might be. I'm sure it's different,
And to go from
but
there. Right.
yeah. When have you tried to grow cannabis?
Well, most recently, I did that in a windowsill. It was probably about like 4 months ago because I put it on the story and it grew. It looked like this. It grew to like this size and it just dibbled out. But
Yeah.
back in 2016, me and Eli, we had a tent and everything. It was mostly his. He had some plants
Oh,
in there, and
he's a
his
grower
best friend,
too.
yeah, he was into growing. And his best friend came over, and they would be in the tent, and I'd be looking and like, ooh, what's in here? And they were using something called bat piss, like to spray on it. Like they were doing all this stuff, and it grew. Yeah, I don't know what it was.
Oh,
It
okay, I
stank.
got you. The name, got you. I
Okay,
tried a
so
lot of shit too. They
I'm
used
like,
to,
where did I get this bat piss from?
in the beginning. They were like, if you pee on your plant, it gives it nitrogen. Don't ever do that.
How I
It's
never
burn.
see a pee on it.
That was when I was
No,
like in the beginning stages. I did a lot to try to make it grow.
right,
Now I think I got it. I watch a lot of everyone do it. So
right.
how did you get? What is this? Tell me what the creator's house. What would it do for the Mason Jar brand if by you bringing your brand to the creator's house? M-
Well,
Maybe explain it in that way because I don't get it. But
so
I'm not saying that.
the creative
Go ahead.
house was developed by Lucille Canna Cape Cod,
Yes,
and
shout
she
out.
came to me. Yes, that is my girl. She came to me and she was like, I got this idea that's going to, I think, help evolve all of us as creators, as brands that are trying to grow out here, especially in the cannabis community,
Yeah,
because it's so hard to navigate with all these rules and regulations through social media. But yet, this is the best place to get marketing. So
right.
we decided to come together, and we came together. We met. At first, it was going to be open to just all types of brands. but then we zoned it down to just cannabis specific brands in the beginning
Hell
because we have to at least give ourselves a fighting
yeah.
chance. Those that are in the cannabis industry, those that are cannabis adjacent. Because like even though I started out the mason jar transformed into more about my journey, I'm still getting more opportunities where it's like I have to focus in on my products and my purpose and what I have to offer. So the Creators House allowed us all creators to come together and bounce ideas off of one another, learn from one another, gain motivation and inspiration from one another so that we can support each other in this
Oh,
social media platform and um, just watch our interactions grow. And that's what's been happening. Like even within ourselves, like our little community that we have built has been amazing. Like we still have our group chat, we still talk amongst one another, we still share each other's content, and we come together, behind the scenes and say, hey, this is what's working for me, these are the connections that I've made. The Sip Puff and Paint came out of that. I met Ashley from Cannabis Nursing Solutions through the Creators
cannabis
House.
nursing solutions.
Yes, she helps
That's crazy.
those
I
nurses
gotta.
that are trying to get into the cannabis industry. She helps them with evolving their brand. So I met her, and we formed a partnership. So we got to like really the dope people that you follow online and don't get to see or interact with. That's what the Creators House was. It was a time for us to all come together, and it's like, oh, I watch you all the time, like to just
Yeah.
get to know one another, behind the scenes, and really see like we're all in this together. We all have the same struggles. You wouldn't believe like certain people who had struggles with going live or showing their faces or just doing a voiceover. So it was like this little community that we created that is going to continue to evolve because we have so many
Thank
people that
God.
it. We have like it's been living proof that our brands are growing. We're getting the exposure that we need. People are seeing the authenticity of us, our worth,
Y'all putting
and we're
in
doing better at
work.
showing it as well. Yes.
So,
The work and the passion shows. Like, and I'm
Yes.
so glad that more women of color, not being no type of racist, but I
Mhm.
love to see more women of color in cannabis, in business, in entrepreneurship type situations and settings.
Yes.
Women in cannabis and women of you're a chef, you're all of this all in one needs to
Mhm.
be broadcasted. You gonna look good in our reels, girl.
Yes,
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
We thank you in every way, shape, or the form for coming through.
Mhm.
And is there anything that you would like to plug? Because we're gonna drop this immediately.
Um, just stick with me. Like I said, this is more of a journey for me. It's not about the money. However, I am striving for this to be my source of financial stability. Because it's who I
Mhm.
am. It's my purpose. It's my passion. The Mason Jar, I feel, is a space of creatives. A space for me to connect with creatives. A space for me to be creative. A space for others to be creative. So if that means that I'm providing salads in a park, that's one thing. If that means that I'm exploring my desire to become a doula, which that's what I will be. The Mason Jar eventually will become a wellness center. I want to be a doula. I want to give back to the women
A
in my
doula.
community. A doula, yes. I want
What is
to.
that?
I help with natural births. Yes, help
Oh,
women through natural births. I want to be a labor and postpartum doula. Yes.
God
Um,
bless you.
Yes, because I had my own personal amazing natural birth, and I just want to
Really?
bring light to that for other women to let them know that they can do that, and they can have a beautiful birth, all natural, no epidural, just through breathing, and
That
I just
really
want to bring
helps
my
you?
healing properties to the forefront. So say that again.
That really helps you to just do breathing
Yes,
childbirth? I swear
yes,
women are you guys are serious creatures. Um,
yes,
you guys are so strong in a way that it's hard for me to like really sit down and like not squirm. Some of the things y'all go through, like the pain y'all develop, like you guys are strong. I think stronger than men, and
right.
I appreciate it.
Hmm.
But shout out to the doulas.
Thank
Shout
you, thank you.
out. I hope
But
we're
yes,
gonna.
stay tuned for my wellness salads, of course.
Yeah,
I have some seasons that I'm dropping. Again, the ointments and the oils, just everything that I come across, I want to share. Like
How can
I'm not in a
someone
box.
how can someone get maybe some of your bombs or the stuff the what did you say it was?
The Solve, the turmeric
The
salt.
Saul. I'm about to look that
Yes.
up. I'm about to look all into that.
Yes. Just send me a DM right now. Just send me a DM. Like I said, I'm doing some things, but it's slow and steady. And I'm
Yeah.
trying to be shit. I'm trying to be, just go with the flow and just be consistent. Um.
I
So
gotta support one time. I gotta
it's
see what it I
yeah.
want to someone I want to support one time, you know?
And you
Not
can
just
get
one
you
time.
a wellness salad though, because I do package them for freshness, and I am able to
What,
ship.
what's in
So
your
I
wellness salad?
say that again.
What you making with the what's in the wellness salad? I'm down. What's talk to me? I like
Okay,
to
so
eat
the
like
wellness
that.
salad is a kale-based salad,
Mm.
and the kale. What makes it special is I massage my kale with a wellness blend that I created. It's a blend of different roots and herbs. I have ashwagandha, fenugreek, and a few others. So I can't give out the
You ain't got
blend.
to.
But
All
it's
right.
massage with a wellness blend. I also massage in some roses and calendula. So I put a lot of flowers in just to help move that energy through your body. Roses are actually good for your
You
cardiovascular system.
can eat
Helps with your
roses.
heart. Yes. Yes.
All right.
So that is in the salad. Again, the calendula. I also do elderberry is in there. And then I do fruits and then a little bit of granola and some onions and peppers.
And you can get that to New York
I
without
can. hmm
without
I
a
can.
problem,
I can.
and it'll be good to eat. But
Yes,
we
I
gonna
can.
test it. I'm
We're
gonna
gonna
test
test
you.
it.
I'm gonna test you
Yes,
one time.
please.
I'm
I need that because you know why I need
I'm gonna
that?
see you a
Because
DM.
that's the next step for the mason jar, and I need that. I need.
I'll
That's
forget
all
it.
I need. I don't need no fundraiser. I just need people to support. I need you to hold me accountable.
Yeah,
If you want a salad, I gotta get you a salad, right?
I like that. I like salads now. I ain't gonna lie. I'm
Yes.
gonna see it now. Let me do a review on it. Well, I eat it in front of the camera. Like I ain't playing with y'all, Marvin. I'm gonna tell you the truth, bro. You hear me? I'm a,
Marvin, where are you? You said you in.
Say that again.
Where are you
Marvin's in
located?
Connecticut.
Connecticut.
I'm in New
Yeah.
York. I'm gonna get me a salad.
I could
I'm gonna
drive
send,
you your salad to you. I probably got
huh?
Mars. I said I could drive my salad to you.
To New
I,
York,
oh,
I'm always on the road.
girl.
oh, that'd
If you
be
ever
dope.
here, girl, it's Andy. Let me just tell you this: if you on the road and you got one of those little
Yeah.
things for a credit
That's how
card,
she
I'll
married.
swipe.
If
Yeah.
you
I,
drive it to me, it's all good. You bring that sage with you, so it's all
yeah,
good here.
Yes.
man. All love.
Yep.
But we gotta get out of here, sister. We
Yes.
appreciate you for coming on. Is this the Canna Brothers part? Is it Sunday? It's Sunday, right?
Uh huh.
Canna Sessions. Sorry. Canna Sessions. We gonna double back and see how you doing in a little bit. All right?
Yes. I'm
You
gonna
stay
have
Yo,
so much
Tone,
more news for y'all.
you stay
we
Bless.
blessed,
got this
stay
soil
positive.
growing some
Appreciate
fire,
it.
bro.
I'm feeling hot. Thank you.
Let's bring it back to the
Thank
earth.
y'all so
Peace, y'all.
much.
Let's
Yes,
bring it
ma'am.
back to where it was first.